tournament here in the plate competition. They made their way through by finishing up in their pool with 1 point, playing against Uruguay, which was unlucky not to finish in the main competition following their win against Taiwan. But the second of the plate semi-finals has USA against Uruguay, and here we see it is Russell to kick off for Atlantis. A high ball crossed towards the sideline and beautifully taken by Trevor Glini, known as Rupa for Uruguay, and out wide and back it comes. Uruguay holding possession there. Ball flicked away and now a clearance towards the side, but the referee said we'll take that knock forward before we carry on. A scrum to go down. Atlantis not binding as they're meant to. Their ball, Hong Kong kick it away. Out it went to Bolstad. Forwards recover it as Marty O'Connor goes back in the other direction. Flicks an awful forward pass to Bolstad. The referee right there calls it back for the scrum. Toto to put it in for Uruguay, and while he was going to go on the short side, changed his mind. Out it is to Manuel, now to Alfonso, and on the wing Gouli. Gouli with support now. Alfonso's come around the outside of him, and the university student from Uruguay pulled into touch on the grandstand sideline and goes back to his position at Rover while we wait for Brewer to throw the ball, Green to throw the ball in. Up it is, knocked forward there, however, by Jason Fox. Come back for the scrum, just outside the 22. Toto to put it in for Uruguay. It's kicked away from him, but picked up nicely by Manuel. Down the sideline, he looks to link with his forwards, manages to do so. Pass not away cleanly, though. And Atlantis able to spoil the pass. A little bit of disagreement between Uruguay forwards and a couple of the bigger Atlantis men. Down they go again. Atlantis push Uruguay off the ball and managed to gather it to drive through with the ball thrust back. Striking the referee. And another scrum. Russell for US. There it goes. Flicks it away to Bolstead. O'Connor. A kick forward there. And Steve Hyatt going down after it. The fast man of the Atlantics team arrives there simultaneously with Alfonso of Uruguay. And a quick one from Uruguay. The ball wasn't a drop kick. While the referee's talking to them, they wanted to get it underway. A drop kick, says the referee, I believe. They'll try again. Longer drop kick. Away it comes this time, over towards the grandstand sideline. And into touch was Steve Hyatt. He couldn't stop himself. And this will be Guido to throw it in for Uruguay. Near the front, Atlantis almost took it from them. Licked away, and Toto gets it to Manuel. Manuel Alfonso. Alfonso to Manuel, goes around the outside. A grubber kick along the ground, and they're in front. And away down the sideline goes Gouli, caught from behind by that fast man from Atlantis. And they managed to recover and recompose as they go forward over the 22. Ball lost forward again, and out it comes. Uruguay overrun the ball. They've got extra men wide. Can they get in though? Have they got the support? Wide out they go, and back into the centre field. Again, losing supports as they go. Tackle. Atlantis is all across there. Uruguay out in the open, ball loose. Back it goes for Uruguay to defend. Atlantis going forward, be a chance now, they go 3-on-2. Wide they go across the far side, Ray Green across to Hyatt. He's caught back into the centre field and a long one towards the grandstand sideline. Marty O'Connor. Tom Brewer, good tackle upon Brewer. Russell, Bolstad, and Bolstad caught again. Uruguay right upon them. Russell caught in possession. Back it goes once again to Jason Fox. Pritchard down the grandstand sideline. Penalty against Uruguay, against Guido. Tackling him before he got the ball. Penalty to Atlantis and Bolstead. A double. Quickly taken. And Atlantis down the grandstand sideline. The goal way down the sideline it is. And here's the chance. Marty O'Connor has gone in to score for the United States side. They're scoring and opening the account. US taking first blood. Taking them 6 minutes and 59 seconds to get there, though. We expect to hear the siren any moment. Here it is, USA, one try, close to the sideline, and a good effort from the US side as they broke clear, a determined effort. It was down the sideline, and the try opening the scoring in the second semi-final of the plate competition. Russell trying to convert. Can he do it? Outside the right-hand upright, where it is, and it remains just a single try to Atlantis with the whole of the second half to go. 7 minutes, and at the break, it's Atlantis leads Uruguay by 5-0. Conditions near perfect on the National Stadium for the occasion of the 4th International Sevens. The rain that threatened yesterday, we're keeping our fingers crossed that it doesn't appear this afternoon. By this time yesterday, it had started to join us, and as we look away around the hills, it's clean and clear, very warm but comfortable atmosphere here, not too hot. A light breeze blowing into the grandstand, and everybody content with the entertainment they've seen right from 9:30 this morning. Change around. Atlantis will take up the defense now of the town end of the stadium. Atlantis in green, spreading across the southern end. A few changes there in the Atlantis side. Brewer, Green and Fox in the front row. Russell the half. Thor Bolstad is the playmaker. O'Connor is the rover as Uruguay kick off. Out into the open, Atlantis bring it. And take it back in the other direction. The Atlantis team appear not to have the pace. Poor Bolstad. Russell. Lost overhead. Uruguay through. And Uruguay will chase up. And will they? Yes, they do. They're able to score. Uruguay in and level within 35 seconds of the start of the second half. And that was through total disorganization of the Atlantis forwards. Here's the kick through. A kick again. Almost a hold and a trip. And just a touch to the left. And as we mentioned before, the Uruguayans are brought up on soccer and apply soccer skills very adequately into their much enjoyed game of rugby. They take their time across on that far side to bring about the conversion. Alfonso, big kick from a long way. He kicks. No, it's astray. It's across the front of the goalpost. He's certainly got a big kick in, but his direction slightly wanting, and it remains a try apiece. Uruguay 5, Atlantis 5. Russell sends it high into the air. Ball knocked to the ground, picked up by Uruguay. And the spotters on an endeavour to get through. The forwards racing in after it. A hard kick a long way down the grandstand sideline. And the invitee for the Uruguay is right up there. Rupa was able to pull Green into touch on the grandstand sideline. Green being quite an entertainer no matter where he might be. We wait now for the line-out to take place. And it comes nicely tapped back by Trevigli, and that's Rupa. He's got it away, out wide. Alfonso provides the decoys. Manuel went across for Uruguay. He's pulled to the ground, though, wide out. But Atlantis penalised for... And while play goes on, way out, and the Atlantis thought they'd scored a try. The referee is waiting back on the 22-metre line. And woe is me, says Ray Green, who thought he had had a try. And the referee is left standing way back in the field of play. 3 Atlantis players carried on forward, obviously not having heard the referee, and instead the penalty is awarded in the other direction, 1 metre out. 3 minutes and 45 seconds gone. Valuable time for both sides as they are level at 5 points all. Uruguay with a chance. A metre outside the 22. Move across wide, and a good scissors and a kick over the top. Knocked forward again by Uruguay, where they were going through well. So the scrum to go down just inside the 22, but it's Atlantis' turn to put in. Bill Russell, the half. Flicks it away, Bruce Davis. Gets it away wide. He's caught, all his others have run in front of him. He manages to hold play long enough for his support to get back. Stacked on the middle there for Atlantis. Uruguay with it. They've got men in the line, and then Uruguay will score. A try across there, Manuel to score for Uruguay. A nice piece of work, timed well. And it was just numbers that did it for Uruguay. There it is, cleared out neatly. Across left gone on from Manuel to Alfonso, and Alfonso has gone in, and in actual fact it was Alfonso who put the ball down after Manuel had provided the transit for it through halfback Toto out to Alfonso, and Alfonso actually made the score that mattered, 10 points to 5. 5.5 minutes gone in the second half. Uruguay with a nose in front. Uruguay, the hosts of the Punta del Este Sevens in Punta del Este near Montevideo in Uruguay. The conversion effort. Can they do it? High, and they raise the flags. That's important to them. 12 points to 5, and 6 minutes gone. Just a minute left for Atlantis to pull the game out of the fire. The Uruguay coach said to us earlier that Atlantis have played well this morning in their pool game. They played quite well, but Uruguay have played even better. The kick into touch on the pool, and they go back into the centre of the field. 6.5 minutes on. 30 seconds to go. Can Uruguay hold him? And can they hold long enough to take victory? Toto to put it in for Uruguay. Field back. Put it in again, said the referee. Valuable time flipping away. 6:55. And it goes. Uruguay, flick it away awkwardly. There's the siren. There's a little kick that's awkward. Ball out towards the grandstand sideline. Scrambled up by Atlantis. Back in field they go. They've got numbers across the other side of the field. Across they go. Can they get there? In, and the gap is there. And the ball knocked forward by Atlantis as they dive for the ball. And the victory to Uruguay that is through, and Uruguay will feature in the final of the plate.